ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
Yes,
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. This is about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's ugly money.
ladies and gentlemen,
That ugly money.
boys and girls, welcome to another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast, the world's most controversial, inspirational, motivational, any kind of TIONs-ationals
That ugly money.
in the world. We are here, and it's brought to you by Goliath Double XL Phallus Elixir, the best way for a man to keep it up, the natural way, all natural nail enhancement product on the market. All you got to do is go to GoliathDoubleXL.com to get yours today. Official sponsor. On average, men last 2 to 3 times longer in the bedroom while on Goliath. Make sure you get yours today at GoliathDoubleXL.com to get yours today. And before I introduce my beautiful guest tonight,
That ugly money.
I need y'all to hit that like button and drop them cities and locations. I'm about to get the chat. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. All super chats will be read and discussed in full. So if you got to say something with your chest, if you got something to say, if you want to talk about something, go ahead and send it with a super chat and we'll get right to it.
That ugly money.
Shouts out ATL in the building. One Time Detroit. What's happening to Neil, Georgia? What's going on? Weekend edition. Special edition. You know, when special people come, we got to go to work. Ricky, you checking the stream?
That ugly money.
Are we checking the stream?
That ugly money.
Are we making sure?
That ugly money.
We good?
That ugly.
Hit that like button, drop them cities and locations, gentlemen.
That ugly money.
Weekend edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. So, I'm just so excited today. You know, it's dope when I get to sit down with people that I'm a fan of, like a genuine fan of, and like the universe just connects us, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, to my far right, your left, this lovely piece of chocolate right there. Y'all show your love one time for Ebony Mystique.
I don't know there I am. A lovely introduction. I appreciate you.
I mean, you just, you know, talented. And to her left, my right, or my right, her left.
That ugly money.
I mean,
That ugly money.
pina coladas.
That ugly money.
I mean, thick. I mean, yeah. Good credit and all. Y'all show your love one time for Alexis Andrews. How you doing, baby?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. So what brings y'all to Atlanta? What brings you to Atlanta, Eb?
Right now we're filming a reality TV show. Can a porn star find love?
Okay.
That's what we're doing here. And we're like hanging out with you, and
For sure.
we're eating everything because we on some big bags. But if I have one more chicken wing,
Yeah, Atlanta's like the capital of chicken wings.
they're good.
Right.
But sheesh.
Yeah, no, everywhere, even the 5-star restaurants got chicken wings out here. Yeah, Atlanta is the chicken wing capital of the world. You can get chicken wings everywhere in Atlanta. So you're shooting the reality show, Can a Porn Star Find Love? Mm-hmm. So I guess the first question of the night is, can a porn star actually find love?
I think we're doing all right. It's hard. What do you think? That's a trick question.
It's a trick question?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't even start the trick questions.
Yeah, that's a little tricky. It's a little sticky.
I mean, how hard is it to being in the adult film industry and, you know, and having like a serious relationship? Is it difficult?
At first, it's never difficult because everybody just wants to be with you and they think it's amazing. And then once they figure out, like, hey, I don't know, she has to, you know, fuck other people. You don't really have to, but, you know, it's something you want to do because
Right.
it makes the most money on OF and such.
So in turn, you want to monetize your relationship if you're going to have one.
Yeah, and the boy is like, wow, I love to fuck, but you're taking all of the happiness out of fucking because now it's a job. So, yeah.
Ugly money.
I could imagine, you know, that may be an interesting way of thinking things. If your man wants to have sex with you, but you like, wait a minute, let's turn the cameras on first. I mean,
the opposite of that. I don't want that in my relationship.
Okay.
At home, I don't want no cameras, none of that shit.
Right. So private life for you, Eb, is separate from work. Mm-hmm. Now, inquiring minds would like to know, Miss Ebony, what is the difference between sex with you on camera and sex with you off?
It depends on the guy, first of all.
I say the guy looks like me.
I don't know what you like.
Hey!
You want your ass ate?
I mean, whoa. I forgot who I'm talking to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I forgot I've got
It
the wrist.
depends on the guy.
Okay.
If, you know, my man, I'm going to know his body. At work, it's just a script, and it's like, I'm going to learn your body in the next 2 hours.
Wow.
Or so. You don't know nothing about, you know? And you got to make it seem very realistic. The sex is clearly real, but you put it on 10. I'm an actress.
For sure.
Uh-huh. But I'm not faking that dick to the squirt. I'm not pee-peeing on people.
Okay.
You know, I mean, unless you want me to.
Right.
But yeah, it's like my private life is so different. Or I would love it to be more different than work.
Dope. So in private sectors, it's more intimate.
Yes. Hell yeah, exactly. I might kiss my man.
Ooh.
I gotta get paid to kiss a porn person.
Right. No, for sure. Kissing is
Yeah.
you know, I always said, like, for me, I'll fuck a chick before I kiss a bitch, because it's just like, it's way more intimate. Yeah, man. Like, I gotta like you to kiss you in the mouth. Like,
dead ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta really, really dig you to just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, where your mouth been? You brush your teeth every day. You know, I gotta know where it's been. But throw the wood around, shit. Goddamn, it happens. It happens. It happens every now and then. So, Alexis, what is the difference? What is the main difference between dealing with you on camera and dealing with you off? If, say, for instance, a relationship, sex as in a relationship, and sex while at work.
So sex while at work, you're not always attracted to the person, but as a porn star, you try to find some attraction with them. And you do like the best you can. And most people are very sweet gentlemen and women.
Dope.
But off camera, it's kind of just like you can be yourself, do whatever you want. You can embarrass yourself, be funny.
Right.
Do weird shit, try weird shit, have sex for as long as you want and just take bathroom breaks. But when you're on set, you kind of want to just do what you do and get the paycheck.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I would imagine that, I think that the main misconception that people don't understand is, like, porn is a business. It's a business. It's the same thing as, film. It's the same thing as movies. It's just a different type of movie. It's just, instead of the suggested scenes, you might go all the way. You know what I mean? So I could imagine that work is work, and then home is. Now, does work make it hard to want to go home and have sex?
I don't think so, because after work, sometimes you're really horny because that person can't finish you because only your partner really knows the ways to make you come. What about you, Ebony? What do you think?
Just because we like this, we tight, I'll tell you the truth.
Tell me the truth, baby.
Like, I be needing to get into my mood if it's at home. Like, if after work, I don't really want my man to, like, want it right after I got home.
Right.
But we probably could, but I would rather, like, not an appointment, but, like, can we do it tomorrow? Okay. Just so I'm aware. You've been at work. You've worked a nice shift, maybe even a double shift. A shift,
right? You've worked a nice shift at work. You're saying that when you come home, you want your man to wait.
Damn.
Sound crazy, don't it? Nah, go on popping. Shit, it's your way.
I mean, what I'm saying is, okay, he wouldn't want to wait. What if I just did a gangbang or like a blow? You sure you don't want to wait? Like,
Right.
God, these hoes is open, baby. Let me get some vinegar, you know. You don't want no BV.
Whew.
I'm just saying. We just keeping it real. I done had a dick in my ass, dick in my throat, just dicks everywhere. And here you are.
Fun.
Well, see, there she go. There she go. But for me, I would like a little moment. Good grief. I don't want to like a yeast infection.
Right. Just a moment of clarity.
Yeah, I might suck it.
Okay.
But the fuck it, it's just like, whoo, wait a minute.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I love the honesty. Thank you so much. Hey, man, we got the real deals in here. I got a couple super chats. Remember, gentlemen, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. So if you send it with a super chat, I'll get to it. Joshua Rotondo, $1.99 super chat. He says, have you thought about a collab with Anton Daniels? I definitely have. I rock with Anton. Shouts out Anton Daniels and everything he's got going on. We just got to put it together. Send this to Anton. Anton, let's make something shake, man. I love what you got going on. I definitely rock with Anton Daniels in this platform. Jacquard Lee, $4.99 super chat. Oh, we got a question for you, ladies. Okay, let's get it. He has a question for y'all. He says, ladies, say your male best friend was in a 2-year-long drought. Would you let him hold a piece of that cat till he got on his feet? Why or why not?
That's for you.
Go ahead, Mr. Alex.
Very hilarious, but I actually have never met a male that was just my friend that wasn't trying to fuck me, so I could not even understand what that is, honestly.
So wait a minute, every one of my species has always tried to do something.
I've never had a male friend ever. It lasted maybe 2 minutes until I understood the real
Wow.
intentions.
I'm gonna be your first male friend. I'm gonna be your first heterosexual male friend that's not gonna try to stick it.
Let's see.
I'm telling you. I got mind control over my body. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna be your friend. We're gonna be friends. We're gonna talk. We're gonna chop it up. Be homies. And I'm not gonna try to bend you up like a pretzel.
I doubt it.
I want to bend her up like a pretzel.
You want to be? Hey, oh God. So, Miss Mystique, same question. I mean, you got a male bestie. He kind of, he hurt. He in a drought. Is you gonna, help him out?
I got you, twin.
That's love. See, you gotta love. Friends forever, man. Friends forever. Let's go back a little bit. I want to talk about first scenes. The first time that you've ever shot a scene on camera. What was it like? Were you scared? What was your thought process? Were you anxious? We'll start with you, Miss Alexis. Be very detailed, please. Thank you. We want to know. We want to know all the tea.
Well, I'm very honest, and I talk as if I'm with my friends, so I'm just going to tell it again for the millionth time. But I shot for Bang Bros in my first scene, and it was the Bang Bus. And so it was just a bunch of white boys. I know I signed paperwork and stuff, but they put you on this bus with fake money, and they're like, hey, so we're going to fuck real crazy, and then we're going to drop you off while your pants are ripped open in the middle of Miami. So then they dropped me off and they said, oh my God, you have to pretend like you just realized this wasn't real money. So I get out of the car, and not only did I have to say, oh, where are you going? Because they pretended to ride off in the bus.
Right.
And I said, oh my God, where are you going? As they're filming me. And then I realized, hold on, wait a minute. Where are they going? Because this is fake money and I did not get paid yet. And I wasn't familiar with the fact that they give you a paycheck. But I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? What if they really don't come back for me? So it was pretty fucking crazy. Yeah.
So you didn't realize that it was actually part of the set scene?
Yeah, I didn't know. It was my first porno, so I didn't understand. It was very professional. They would pay you in cash like they pay you.
So they got your reaction. You kind of look kind of mad and everything.
It was a real reaction because for a second there after they left, I said, hold on. Do you understand what's going on right now? They could literally not come back. You have no purse. You left it at the studio. Yeah. you could just literally be fucked. But of course they turned around. But I think they went and got tacos while they left me there. And they had ripped my ass out of the jeans I had. It was fucking crazy.
Okay, yeah.
That ugly money.
Wow. So were you scared at all? Like, were you intimidated by what was about to happen, or you were totally ready?
I was scared because of where they dropped me off in the middle of Miami. It was like some fucking projects or something. I have no clue. And I was standing there and my whole literal ass was out. I had on these blue cloth jeans and both of my booty cheeks were out and I had this fake money and I'm thinking, hold on. It's back to teenager days whenever I get dropped off and I'm like, how am I going to make it back home? What's going to happen to me? I have to figure this out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can.
That ugly money.
Being in the middle of Miami with your pants half ripped open, I mean, that could be definitely scary.
That was living.
And dangerous. Yeah, it could be scary. I don't think that anybody would hurt you, though. I think that if they saw
nobody came outside.
Yeah, I mean, even if they did, I'm pretty sure that the last thing that somebody would want to do is hurt or harm you. With that situation,
I hope not.
Yeah, you'd have been fine. You good in the hood.
That ugly.
Miss Ebb, can you recant waking up the day of your first shoot and how it went?
So my first shoot was not supposed to be my first shoot. I was actually doing that for Pinky Triple X's videographer.
That's our Pinky.
Shout out to the legend, Pinky Triple X.
Sure.
And what happened was, it was his birthday, and he wanted me to fuck Chris Strokes. And I did. But he videotaped it. And apparently I did a really good job. So he was like, wait a minute, we should put this out. And I'm like, okay. But then I told him to take it down. So that was like the first shoot I ever did. That was not supposed to go the way it went. It just went very well. My first professional shoot was with Rob Piper.
Shouts out.
And he made me squirt. And I forgot that I even knew how to do that. Hey, bitch, are you bleeding? Like, what the fuck is all this water?
Wow.
And so, that went viral. But the point was, I had a mask on. I wasn't ready for everybody to see my face.
Right.
But that didn't work. They knew me by my tattoos, my body structure.
For sure.
All that. And then that same night, I did another shoot.
Okay.
With Julio Gomez. He was like a big contract star. He's not in the industry anymore.
Right.
And that went crazy. But that was just a blowjob scene. Again, with the mask. Didn't work out. And then COVID came. So it was just time to get this ugly money.
Hey, man.
Period.
So you kind of jumped right in. You kind of just didn't even take no time. Like, okay, first scene, well, I might as well. Shit, I'm here. Let's get it. So you kind of just jumped in head first.
Yeah, it was just like a favor, and I'm freaky when I want to be, so I did it. But I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna be a porn star at that time.
Right.
It just went well.
A favor.
And they the scenes keep getting better and better and better.
For sure.
So the people got me slutting out.
There you go.
Yeah.
A favor.
It's y'all who made me like this now.
A favor. I like. Shouts out to favors.
We was a paid favor, but
I'm about to say, because I need to figure out like how we can get on the favor list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get on favor list.
On the favor list. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the worst scenes. We're going to talk about your favorite scenes. Favorite person to shoot with and why? Alexa.
Better say me.
My favorite person to shoot
Besides
with,
Ebony.
No, I'm fucking with it.
It was Ebony because we both fucked Brickzilla at the same time. It was kind of crazy. It really was. But
It was a wild day.
I like to shoot with girls a lot because girls are just a lot freakier and I don't know, they kind of know exactly what you want. They know how to turn up. I would say I like to shoot with my best friend Somali Rose, a couple up and coming girls. It's just like they'll do a lot. Like if you want them to do anything, they'll just do it, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
so female on female is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. They're also down to do like all kind of public shit, so it's pretty cool.
I can only imagine because once you get past the whole apprehensive about the camera and it being out, once you get past that, I mean, it should be nothing's pretty much off limits. I mean, to the certain extent of you've been able to kind of, just ease your mind about what's going on, and it probably brings out a whole different level of freaky to you. Fella, what's up, my brother? Yeah, we live right here, y'all. But it probably brings out a whole nother level of freaky if you're already kind of, you've already kind of knowing the fact that it's going to be filmed.
Yeah, girls like that.
Yeah, we do too. We do too. Ebony,
Yes.
favorite person to shoot with and why?
Favorite?
Favorite collaborator.
I don't really have a favorite person. Myself, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody's all special. They all have something that they bring, or we wouldn't be shooting. I think they all my favorites because everybody's different. Some motherfuckers eat ass better than layers.
Right.
You like your ass ate?
Huh?
Oh, you do. We know you do.
You said who?
No, I said, do you like your ass ate?
You talking about me? Or you talking about her?
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
girls
both.
like
She
that.
love it.
You talking about me?
Yeah. Yes, you.
The number you have dialed is currently. Let's keep the questions to you guys, all right? Right. When I come on the Ebony Mystique podcast, you can ask me whatever you want. So you're basically saying that everybody has something special.
They really do. They really do. Just like all pussy probably don't feel the same, all dick don't feel the same. Everybody's different.
That's a good way to keep all your hoes in line. That's smart. That's your player right there. That's some high level game right there. That's some high level game. Okay, so because we're gonna talk about matter of fact, let's talk about it now. Shannon Sharp.
Oh Lord.
I wanna see your.
That's a white girl question.
Yeah, right. Shannon Sharp is probably one of the biggest sports journalists in the world. He's a Hall of Fame football player. He had probably the biggest YouTube video of 2024 with Cat Williams. Yeah, he has recently come under fire with a $50 million lawsuit from an OnlyFans girl. She was 19 at the time when he met her, and he's 50-some. And he had already offered her $10 million, and they were into some BDSM type things. And she's now going for $50 million. Eb, seeing the fact that you know who Shannon Sharp is, what do you think about that whole situation?
Stop chasing them hoes, Jesse. Monique told him on the show. She already told him, like, get you an OG, somebody that could cook and clean, but he like what he like. And now he is in some mess.
Right.
Very messy. So I hope everything works out for him.
Do you think that Shannon would have had the same type of outcome had he dealt with an older woman? Is it a younger woman thing, or is it just that particular woman? You think if he was dealing with a chick that was in her 30s, a cougar, you think she would have hit him for 50, or she probably would have took a discount?
Probably more.
Okay, well, damn.
But I feel like it wouldn't be so messy. Like, the way it's coming out, and she done recorded all their conversations, it's like she was already planning and plotting this whole time.
For sure.
So that's how I feel about that one. God bless him.
It definitely gave setup vibes, right? It definitely gave extortion. Like, why are you having a conversation and magically taping it at you know what I'm saying? And if you know that this man normally chokes you during intercourse, why are you saying, I don't want to get choked? And you could almost see him saying it like, yes, you do. You want to get choked. You always want to get choked. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But he later released text messages where she was texting him and telling him that she wanted to be abused and choke me, daddy, and things of that nature. They were kind of into that. I mean, do you think it's fair for her to try to get $50 million out of him now?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
How much you think she should get?
It's $0, 0 cents. She did that by herself. Honestly, It was a plot. It was probably her pimp saying that to record everything from day one, that's where the real money is. He was probably trying to pay her in $1,000 increments for each sex call. So yeah, somebody put her on game and said, hey, this is where the real money is. And she's like, I don't want to do it. I like getting fucked and choked. And they said, you're gonna do it and you're gonna get that bag.
No, for sure. I definitely think it was definitely some male at play in her head, like, you know, you better go get that money. I think Cassie was the same situation. I think, you know.
No, I don't
You don't think? Okay, let's what do you think about Cassie?
He beat her ass. It hurts.
Right. She said it hurts.
A lot of women have been in very abusive relationships, and we fall in love with that person.
Right.
Y'all don't understand. It's a fucked up love, but it's a love. And I just feel like it's not about money. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with her voicing what she felt and what she went through. And you know what I'm saying? That's it.
So do you think that the fact that Cassie filed a civil suit for the amount, I think it was like $30 million or whatever, undisclosed amount, do you think that the money takes away from the credibility of her actually having a valid complaint?
I don't really know. Like, I know that she's trying to get money out of him, so I couldn't tell you.
Right.
But I mean, I've been in abuse, and I wouldn't care about the money. I would just want to walk away.
Exactly. You would want justice.
Yeah.
And see, that was my whole thing when I thought about it. I was like, if somebody was to violate me, you know, my body, myself, the last thing on my mind is making sure that I got paid for it. You know, if it's something that was against my will. I'm not going to sit here and want to spend the abuser's money. I want justice for what was done, if anything. Right. And so sometimes when these things come out and these people have, you know, these huge sums of money that they're requesting, it seems a little ungenuine of the actual validation of actually what happened. Because it's like, bro, did he do something to you? Do we need to lock him up? Or are you just trying to get a paycheck?
I think that's wild. Unless he like stole from her, made him pay her throughout the years. You know how a lot of abusive men actually do. They take your money and they abuse you. Yeah. A lot of guys do. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying maybe deep down inside, she felt like she lost $30 million over the span of the years she was with him. Not to say it's right, but like I said, any person who I left that was abusive, I just left them. I didn't care what they stole from me, what they took from me.
Wow.
You just want to be gone. And yeah, so I don't think it's genuine.
No.
I don't know.
Let's talk about pimping. It's got a cool little segue right there. Talk about pimping. Are pimps needed in today's time frame? Why or why not?
You go, Ebony. We were just talking about this.
Great. I got a good talk.
I like protection. I like somebody that gives me like kudos and spidey senses, but I damn sure don't need no help selling my own cootie cat.
What Eros is for.
So
What's it called? Eros?
Yes, shout out to Eros.com.
yeah, so you know, I have a lot of friends and you know, some family members that's in the game, that, you know, and some girls I know under some pimping, but that's just not my type of thing. My pussy is mine. My money is mine. I trick off when I want to, but I don't want to have to feel like I have to, or in that type of relationship like that. No.
So you don't feel that the P is needed anymore?
I mean, I got a family that's P's. More power to the P. But I just don't feel like that's something I want to be involved in, per se.
And
so, yeah, they need it for some girls.
Yeah, so the girls that do have P's, why or what does a pimp, how does a pimp serve a hoe? Like, what does he do for the hoe?
Some of these girls start out with nothing, okay? They're beautiful, they're gorgeous, they see them and they have nothing, no car, no house, nowhere to sleep, no clothes. So they say, oh my God, I can clean her up and make her something. And then you feel indebted to that person because of that. Also, some people do not feel love. Some people do not have family. So that's a family to them and they'll take love at any cost, you know? It really just all boils down to that. And most of the women don't understand that they can get a car, a house, everything, and have their own peace and sell their own pussy when they want to, or not, you know?
So a pimp, in better terms, is almost like a manager.
I was just about to say that. And that's what they use nowadays. They're like, let me manage you. Yeah. But there's some real folks for sure. But you ain't coming home tonight.
I can remember a time where, and we won't say her name. There was an adult content creator that came to my office in my old studio, and she came to me and she was like, I really need a manager. I really want you to manage me. And because she was like, I really want to do a lot of things, but my money's not right. And I remember I went to her Twitter. She had like a lot of followers on Twitter. And the first video was her giving a blowjob. And I'm like, well, how the hell is your money not right? And the first thing on your goddamn page is sucking dick. Well, something's not adding up. And then that at that particular point in time, I realized why the P existed. Because the fact that she is out here putting in work and still having money issues is she probably did need a manager. I was scared to do it. Because one, I'm a girl dad, so I gotta. How can I explain that to my daughter? Like, yeah, dad, it's going to work. So, but so there are pros and cons to the P.
There's
Alexis.
a whole lot of cons.
Give me some cons. Give me some pros.
So that's a different level. Okay, so when you start out, you don't have knowledge. This isn't like, okay, a podcast where people are like, okay, you do this, and that, and you have connections and you can go to people. And no, you literally, they're like, oh, making OnlyFans. Oh, why is it not succeeding? What are you doing wrong? So then you see other people succeeding and you're like, wow. So I have to link up with them, but they don't want to just link up with you. They want to take your money, take 50% and call themselves help. And really, truly, that's not help. That's somebody pimping you, somebody using you. A friend would help you and guide you. You're literally just out here lost when you start this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there any good pimps?
I have to go pee. I'll let Ebony answer.
I read it.
That ugly money.
Well, damn.
Hey, Myri, just show
That ugly money.
So are there any examples of good P's?
I think so.
Okay.
Some guys really do take care of their situation, and the girls are happy. Their unit is happy. Everybody's flowing. So I think that would be like a good example of a good pimping hoe relationship.
That the girls are happy.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. When girls are happy, they get to the money.
So is the dichotomy of it? Because I've always wondered that, I think I'm considered an L7. I'm a square, right? I'm a normal guy, right? But it's curious. We're curious about it. It's like, is it more like a brother and sister thing, or is it more like a husband and wife thing, or is it like a father-daughter dynamic?
I think it's more the husband and wife, father-daughter dynamic, both combined. If that makes, that's kind of strange. That's kind of weird as fuck. But that's what I feel like, because they fucking, they doing their thing. That's my lady. That's the guy that I answer to. But the point is, they need guidance. Like how the lady you was talking about needed management. You go to her Twitter, like, what the fuck?
Right.
So that's where the father-daughter comes in at. I feel like dynamic of the situation.
I just think it's interesting, like, because majority of men, if they had a lady, they would not want their lady to sleep with another man. At least a majority of square men,
I would agree.
Right? And so it's just like, but in the pimp dynamic, he encourages his woman to go out there and get that money, which is going to do sexual favors for a man.
Right.
So in essence, he has to detach his feelings for the cat.
Right.
And attach his feelings to the bag.
Yes. Exactly.
Shot. Some pimping today.
Hello.
All right, man. Ebony Mystique is here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. We are having a great conversation. Normally on my show I be all charged up and everything, but you just got a calming element to you. You just got me in such a zenful place. The bros gonna talk shit to me like, you being real nice to her. I'm like, bro, did you see her?
First of all, that's Quinn right there. That's my whole homie.
Damn right.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in tonight. I'm so appreciative of everything.
Man,
I appreciate you so much for inviting me.
Appreciate you, man. Joshua Rotundo, $1.99 super chat. He said he just had Myron on last week. Contact Island Girl. I will do, brother. Will do. Shouts out Anton Daniels. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. This episode being brought to you by Goliath XXL Phallus Elixir, the #1 natural, all-natural male enhancement product in the country. On average, men last 2 to 3 times longer when they're on this product. And it's all nuts and berries. So if you want to put your nuts in her berries, go and get you some Goliath Phallus Elixir. GoliathXXL.com. Go from gummy bear to grizzly bear. Go from teddy bear to big bear. Go from zero to hero with Goliath Phallus Elixir. Official sponsor of the Ugly Money Podcast.
That ugly money.
All right. So I want to get down. Can we talk freaky stuff?
We wasn't? Oh, that was mild. Let's do it. We can do whatever you want.
Ooh, I like it. You can do whatever you like.
That ugly money.
What is, in your opinion, the most freaky, nasty, just crazy thing that you've done in a bedroom?
I done did some wild shit. I guess it would be the most freakiest thing I could think of to come to mind is like girl, boy, anal.
Girl, hold on.
I'm gonna paint the picture. So
Okay,
two
go,
girls,
paint,
one guy.
Okay.
She's getting anal from the guy.
Okay.
He takes his dick out her ass,
Okay.
and I put it in my mouth and suck it.
Oh, wow.
That ugly money.
Even she said, "Oh wow." Okay. Let's
Then I
rewind.
kiss the girl. Then I kiss the girl because it's her ass.
Okay.
Not my ass specifically. Let's clear that
It
up.
could be your ass.
I
Want
don't
it to
take
be
it up
your-
the ass. We just talked about this, but I love you. I love
Okay,
your
so
ass.
we talking about the freakiest thing. Okay, hold on. Let's recant. Let's rewind. You're saying that you had a guy and 2 girls. The guy goes back door on shawty.
Mm-hmm.
After he's back door on shawty, he goes front door on you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, bam, to the head.
Mm-hmm.
Then in turn, after you go to the head, you go mouth to her. That's gangster.
That ugly money.
Resuscitate. Yeah, no, she revived some things right there. That's gangster. That's
We call that ass to mouth in my world.
yeah, okay. Ask them out.
That ugly money.
Alexis, I'm kind of scared to ask you this question now. Oh shit. We're asking, what is the freakiest thing that you've ever done in the bedroom?
I like to lick boys' assholes. It turns me on a lot.
Yeah, y'all keep on asking about that. That must be the thing for y'all.
I put them in on all fours. This is after a few discussions. They get on all fours. And I say, hey, let me suck your dick from the back. They say, what? Well, how does that work? Okay. Then they get excited. They say, okay, let's try it. They don't even say, hey, don't tell anyone this happened. They're just all freaky and ready. So they get on all fours, and you go underneath. You get on all fours behind them. And then you first start licking underneath their balls because their balls are just hanging in their assholes right there. And then you suck their dick upside down. You say, and then you start licking the balls. And then you go up further.
You say, like again, what you say?
Then there's the gooch right there. You lick that, and then you say, right to their asshole. And sometimes they even let you put your fingers in it.
Free game alert. That ugly money.
Well, damn. That's nasty.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Real nasty.
Alexis Andrews is here. Why is that kind of play so? Why is it such a turn on for you?
It makes my pussy so wet, like wetter than any guy saying, ooh, do I make your pussy wet? Ooh, do I make, no. And I say, ooh, yeah, it's so wet. But really, only playing with a boy's asshole or a girl's hole. I just love holes. And I'm not even gay. I like boys. I like masculine guys. I can't explain it. I think we're all aliens and there is no one way for it. I think that we just are what we are and things are what they are. I don't know. I'm just honest. So I don't know how to act except in a porno. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey man, I appreciate the I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate the clarity. Pros and cons. Got you. Pros and cons to the industry. Pros and cons. Because okay, right now, more than ever, there is more and more women that are becoming content creators and things of that nature. I think on average, between the ages of 18 to 25, 10% of women have an OnlyFans. Wow. Yeah, that's so it's more than ever. 10% of girls from 18 to 25 have an OnlyFans. So, I mean, the content creation lane is rapidly growing. What are some things that these young women that are talking about getting into content creation and porn should watch out for?
Go on and take that. I'll piggyback off you.
Okay. I want you to piggyback off me later tonight. Okay, so
I just want to watch them. Go ahead.
That ugly one.
To be careful about is the management pimps that are going to say, oh, well, everyone takes 50% on OnlyFans. Another thing to watch out is for, I'm a male talent, let's collab, which means, hey, I'm a male talent, let's fuck for free. Be aware of that, because a lot of them are going to do that, and everybody, almost every girl falls for it. I just thank God I came into the industry before all these male talent came out. Like, you had to actually be signed to a company to fuck and say you were male talent.
Wow.
So yeah, and of course, STDs, getting checked through talent testing services, keeping your vagina clean, like Ebony said, washing before you go home and fuck your man after a 10-man gangbang, all those things.
For sure.
Yeah.
That ugly one.
That was game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Eb, please piggyback off that. What are some things that women need to look out for if they're going to get into content creation?
Their own mental health. Like, I just feel like if you are secure, confident, you know your body, you promote body positivity, I think you'll do well. If your mind not right, especially in this lifestyle, it's horrible for you to do. Horrible. Because there's a lot of things that you're going to be exposed to, especially if you're doing film, critics, judgment. You might think you look good, but then you got a troll that don't, and that shit can fuck with people. Reading comments, not reading comments.
Don't read comments.
Like, because clearly they watching you because they know you
right.
know them. So that's really it. I feel like your mental health got to be cool, and you're going to have to do, like, if it's profession, take it as a job because it is a real profession. So make sure you you got a CPA, an accountant, because you get the money and then tax. We do taxes on this shit.
Do taxes on the pussy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He said, unfortunately.
Luxury tax on the cootie cat.
God, okay.
So you got to pay them taxes, and you're a taxpayer. So, and you're an independent contractor. So the main thing is just to have your mind right. Don't quit your day job just like one scene. A lot of people think they do one scene and it's like, I'm a porn star.
Right,
like,
right.
You got a long way to go to have that type of alkali, but yeah, that's mainly what I would say. Just have your mind, body, and soul together.
How do women build their brands? Because both of you guys have a very, very, a lot of people don't talk about it. Branding enough. You know what I'm saying? There's so many girls that are trying to get into it and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get OnlyFans, I'm gonna make a ton of money. And then of course they shit flop. Talk to me about branding. Like, let's talk about some business. Like, your name is searchable. You can search Ebony Mystique. You can search Alexis Andrews. Talk to me about how you built your following, your name, and your brand.
I've been micromanaged from the beginning. Shout out again to Pinky Triple X, the legend.
What's up, Pinky?
She was my first. She gonna be my end. That's my motherfucking nigga right there.
Hey, Pinky.
Yeah, she taught me a lot, and she is somebody that you should learn from as far as business, because she was definitely somebody in the industry who really had it for real. Like, no fake money. They was rich as fuck back in the days, and learning about production and having your own production companies. Like Alexa did talk about collabing versus being paid to do something is a little bit different. So I paid her when we shot.
Right.
I paid talent. I don't really like to collab. I feel like I like to keep my own content.
Watch your text. Check your text.
They up there. Boy, yeah.
No, so the business side of things or whatever. So Pinky kind of ushered you into the game as far as the business side.
Her and Jeremy Royal, they gave me my name. Ebony, it was Ebony Goddess Mystique, but I'm like, take something out.
Yeah, it's long.
Long, goddamn. So they, just you have to have good people around you in this type of lifestyle. So
I think in any part of business, you got to have you got to have some guy. Somebody's got to be a decent person, right?
And like you said, Brandon in marketing, look how you have. I mean, you got to think about yourself, what you're doing.
For sure.
So I think that's important. Getting you a PR, getting on dope ass podcast.
For sure.
And like, yeah, pretty much.
So I gotta ask, have you ever fucked Pinky before?
Yeah, I have.
Hey! Oh man,
As a matter of fact, she was the first person to teach me how to, because I wasn't into vibrators.
Okay.
And she put that magic wand on me and they never left me.
Wow.
I like that motherfucker thing good. So, yeah.
So Pinky introduced you to vibrators. Mm-hmm. that's a hell of a goddamn sensei right there, man.
Right there.
That's a hell of a sensei.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah, Ricky. So Ricky, we're gonna put 2 cameras on them, and we're gonna put 1 camera on all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I think the two is gonna stay where it's at, and both of these other cameras are gonna be on them. I want 2 different looks on them because they're looking amazing. And nobody want to see my ugly. Goddamn. My name is ugly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can we? Let's just stay in the Pinky lane. How was it?
Shit, I'm still here.
Hey.
I love it. She's very sexual. She's very attentive to sexual activity, like your body, what you like. She know how to fuck. I done fucked a few. I like the legends.
I can tell she liked it. Her hand.
I'm thinking like
her hand is shaking, ladies and gentlemen, while she's thinking about it.
These legends know how to fuck. Sarah J, shout out to her. Ava Devine, shit, Lexington Steele. They done gave me some of the best sex I've ever had, for sure. The legends.
I think me and Cherokee the Ass had a full-blown relationship in my mind when I was in Iraq.
Shout out to Cherokee.
Yeah. When I was in the war, Cherokee helped me get through some things.
I think she helped the entire world get through some things.
Because, back then, when Cherokee came out, having that kind of body wasn't a lot. It wasn't common. You couldn't really find another Cherokee like that, because that's something, she had to been born with. We didn't, plastic surgery and things of that nature wasn't exactly. Yeah. So it was only one Cherokee to ass back then. You know what I'm saying? And she was extremely inspirational to us.
And she is a very great person.
I can only imagine.
Very inspirational for me. She was somebody who gave me like some of my first shoots too. I fuck with Cherokee hard.
Shouts out Cherokee.
Yeah, shout out to Cherokee.
She's definitely on. I think she's married now.
I can't say. I don't know.
Okay. Well, maybe it's still not too late for me. It took me a while to get lit. I might be lit enough to have a chance.
I think we can make it.
Hey, don't play with me. I will start geeking in this motherfucker, boy.
I'll make a phone call on the break.
Oh man, now shouts out to legends. Because how has the industry changed? 'Cause from back then, the DVD era, you used to have to get them DVDs and you find them up under your daddy's bed and stuff like that. And now being almost like a streaming digital age, you have been able to last throughout all of it. How the longevity? How do you have longevity in this business?
You want to take that?
Well, from what I know, especially from her and Pinky and everyone else, the DVDs was where the real money was. That's where the millions were. So it was kind of hard, but I do know a few people who still do the DVDs, but it's more for prison, and the prison money is really where it's at. OnlyFans,
Oh yeah.
OnlyFans is God, then the prison money, and then everything else. Yeah.
So prison money. So guys are actually buying physical content in prisons.
They're making a lot of money in prison. I won't say how, but I'm sure we can imagine.
Okay.
A lot of things go in and out.
Right. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. But we're talking about the content. We're not talking about the girls.
So they're able to spend thousands on content. So for one custom, Ebony over here can make 6 bands off one custom. A custom video for about 20 minutes. Yeah. The prison money is good money. It's great money.
Wow.
That ugly money.
Y'all let me know when the customer they want to see a big nigga, throw want to see a big back, throw some money on the bad bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Well, that's crazy. I still want to talk about Pinky. I'm sorry.
So
They were so inspirational, Eb, and I just want to make sure that we give Pinky her flowers because she was like one of the first black porn stars. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody knew who Pinky was, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's girls that can do, content and do porn, but then it's like household names. Pinky, Cherokee, Jada Fire, and things of that nature. Alexis, I didn't ask you about the branding. Like, you have a big name in this industry as well. What are some keys to branding yourself and your name?
Sucking dick from the back.
There it is.
Well,
hey, whatever makes sense.
Seriously, it's about locking in, treating it like a business, not fun. But just being yourself and not trying to be like anyone else and standing on your business, letting everybody know who you are and not being a follower, doing everything you can to get your name out there.
For sure. No, that's a bit. It's big.
Taking it serious, yeah.
A lot of people don't understand. Like, everybody think they just, I'm going to get in this shit, it's about to be lit. Nah, nigga, nobody know who the fuck you is, nigga. You is not lit out here, bro. Like, you might have some dope content, but if don't nobody know it's dope, then you ain't about to see no monions. So,
I think it's harder for guys, though.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be a guy in the industry.
Tougher for guys.
Yeah, you got to keep your dick hard for people that you probably don't want to fuck,
You can't come until they tell you to come. So
that's
if you want to come, you have to hold it back. And then once you hold it back, I heard it's hard to get back in the mode. I don't know. I don't even want to experience that. I'm just going to lay there and get fucked.
There it is. There it is. So let's talk fantasies.
That ugly money.
Eb, if you could have a threesome with any girl and any guy in the world, who would you have a threesome with? If you could pick a guy and a girl to have a threesome with, who would you pick and why?
That's a good ass question.
I try to ask good questions.
You too. For some reason, it's Elon for me.
Elon Musk.
Okay.
And the girl. Ooh, Oprah.
God damn.
That ugly money.
God damn. Boy, that's a billionaire. Okay, well, why Elon Musk and Oprah? If you could have a threesome with Elon Musk and Oprah, why did you choose those two people?
Because we would run Twitter, Nishi.
Right.
First of all.
For sure.
That'll be our shit. Everybody has Teslas. We're going to go to the moon because, of course, they're working on going to the moon.
Right.
Oprah. Shit, that's Oprah. We going to Beyonce. I mean, ain't nothing we couldn't do.
Right.
So it make me horny for all of them all the time.
For sure.
I fuck them after a scene.
What would you do to Oprah?
I eat her asshole. I just fucking with you. I ain't no much like that. I mean, sometimes. I would do whatever Oprah want me to do. As a matter of fact, I hate feet, but I'll suck them motherfucking toes dry. I would. That's Oprah. You can have it.
Great answer. Great answer. All right, Alexis. If you could have a threesome with one guy and one girl, and you could choose whoever you want in the world, who would you choose and why?
I would choose the girl off the Avatar movie.
Okay, the blue girl.
Yes, as far as a guy, I've been sitting here racking my brain while she was talking about licking Oprah's toes, but I really can't think of anybody desirable. Not to say there isn't, it's just that we've been drinking and partying for a couple of days, so my thought process isn't all the way here.
So just the Avatar bitch.
That ugly money.
Okay.
That ugly money.
Guys, we don't get to have no fun.
How about about that. It's an open concept, so somebody can write in.
An open invitation. Does size matter with men?
Yes. I like it big.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been in relationships with people who had a small cock, and I would still fuck it really good and just make them eat my pussy a lot. But sucking dick is way easier with a small dick, and they enjoy it way more. They're not trying to choke you. They're just like, yes, it's all the way in there very easily. So yeah.
Little pecker. Oh, it's so cute.
So size matters.
Yeah.
It has to be gigantic for you.
Yeah, because I don't have tweezers in my back pocket at all times to jack it off. It's like,
oh Lord. Eb, same question. I mean, how important is size to you, Ebony?
Normally I don't need 10 inches, 9 inches, like if I'm normal fucking, but at work, size is very important for my brand. Yeah. I fucked a little person with a big ass dick. I don't know, the midgets is wrong, but the little one, he had a huge penis. D-Lo.
okay. You did just tell me about that.
So that was wild. But yeah, I like size for camera. Cause I done did a little work. My ass is big. You can't have a little pecker in there. You ain't gonna see no penetration. And then you need to see it go in and out and in and out. So big is important for me.
Big size matters for sure. Okay, but you said on the personal end, it's not as important.
No, because I don't have to. When I was first starting, booked and busy is important. So I was shooting a lot. So it's like, okay, now I can decline things, have my own moment, do some solo shit. So I don't want to fuck my walls up. I need them.
Hey,
man. Just imagine just fucking that shit all the time, and it's just like a 12-inch. Like, come on. I don't want that for me.
12 inches is hard to find, honestly. It doesn't.
Not in our world, it ain't. Just about all our friends is huge.
I don't fuck male porn stars, so that's not who I look for. I like regular guys.
Together, and that was the biggest dick in America.
But he means like whenever you're dating somebody, I just don't like. Yeah, I won't date male porn stars. They're too full of themselves.
Hell no.
I like a humble man.
He said a humble man.
Very humble.
Civilian.
They don't need to think more of themselves than I think of myself, and I'm very humble. So
you like simps?
No, I want a humble person who knows himself enough to be a good man. That's all.
Okay. Shouts out. We got another super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shouts out to Annoyed Chocolate Bonbons, $5 super chat. They just showed some love. Shouts out to Annoyed Chocolate Bonbons. Alexis Andrews is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ebony Mystique is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can get dig a little deeper into their business. All right. If you could fuck one rapper in the game right now, which one is you taking up through there? We're gonna start with Eb.
Which one would I fuck?
Or have?
I can't say that. But,
Okay, would. Sure.
all of them.
Come on, give me something. Give me one, man.
We're on television.
Who does Eb have her eye on? I really need to put some pressure on that boy.
Next question.
Damn.
That ugly money.
I can't fuck this bag up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All you guys are great. I love all your music.
So okay, we don't have to say names. Rappers pay.
Yeah.
They don't like to, but they end up paying.
They gotta pay or no play.
So wait a minute. Oh, that's dope. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. So basically, your favorite rapper, in turn, would still have to pay for servicing.
Absolutely.
No matter how many.
Especially my favorite rapper.
No matter how many billboards is on the charts, you don't get a.
I don't give a fuck.
I think the same of them. If they didn't want to pay.
This part, like,
We
you
would
ain't got no
lose the
money.
Respect and the favorite.
You a brokey, man. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, no, it is important to be a gentleman,
Right.
and pay for pussy.
Okay. Hey. I just thought that rappers kind of could have any girl they want, I guess, or something. But if they want you, they're gonna have to
But most rappers, men, people in general want the porn star experience. They want to get fucked.
Right.
Period. So we know how to deal with anatomy very well.
Hey.
So that's that's worth paying for.
I feel.
Because at the same time, we could have any guy or girl we want.
For sure.
So somebody got to pay something. Shit.
So do you think like somebody like Drake would pay a woman for sex?
Drake says he's a
talks about it all the
well-known
time. Yeah.
payer.
Yeah. And that's sexy.
Why? I love it. You said
There you
that's
go.
sexy.
That was the one she wanted.
Hey, so why
say that, Aubrey.
why would Drake, someone that has tons and millions of fans all over the world, pay a woman for sex?
Men know that women need to be taken care of just like they need to be taken care of sexually. So it's only an even exchange. That's all.
Equal fair exchange is not robbery.
That ugly money.
Okay.
I pay for pussy all the time.
Hey.
That
I think all men pay for pussy in some shape. Even if it's a situation where we're dating and I'm taking you out, we're having drinks and everything like that. I mean, shit. By the time we get out of this club and spend $300-$400, then you want to eat. I mean, sometimes it may even be cheaper for men to just get straight to it. If it all this dating is leading to he wants some pussy, maybe you should have just
Paid.
chilled out on the ribeye and just gave her what you was gonna pay for the ribeye.
Stop playing with it.
She can go to Chick-fil-A on her own. She likes that. Like she likes that.
She like Chick-fil-A not on Sundays.
Right.
But the real deal about it is the more I don't sell my pussy, not for sale.
Okay.
I sell my time. You're paying me to actually appear.
I like it.
Yeah. So that's really what it is. I don't really like to put the monetary. That's for work. Like, how much do the pussy cost? Well, that's where I get paid because I know I'm fucking. But
right.
just because you the famous, just because you Drake, what would you just say? You like Drake? She like Drake. Just because you Drake doesn't mean
I think she would give Drake some free cat.
Saying that, but I do not like Drake, guys. I'm sorry to tell you that. He's a great rapper, but I'm not attracted to him physically.
So you wouldn't give Drake no free pussy?
If he was giving me some money, I would definitely.
I'm talking about some free pussy.
No, not free pussy.
Drake flies you out to Toronto, Canada, in his 80,000 square foot mega mansion, and he has M&Ms on the side of his basketball court. He has an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. He has every type of liquor, anything you want, and you're out in Toronto. You mean to tell me that you still gonna charge that nigga for some cat?
It's just Toronto, and we're not getting married, so I'm not saying no type of long money. I want at least the short money, so no. Honestly, no. I'll go hang out. It'll be great,
right.
But I don't see the point. Like, it's an insult to me, honestly.
Facts, because
I've charged people that women would love to be with,
for sure.
And that's that ass. I have the receipt, so.
Oh, trust me, no. Even Drake can't get a freebie, dog. God damn. I like this shit. This shit dope.
He shouldn't even want no free pussy. That's scary.
The thing about quote unquote free pussy. A lot of times when a woman has sex with a man, she feels like that's where feelings come into play. And if you don't want a woman to have feelings, you need to pay her to leave.
Yeah. This part.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I totally understand that. Like,
smart. Yeah, exactly.
I'm an advocate for tipping pussy for sure. I've never been an advocate for buying pussy, but I damn sure, listen, if she came over here and did what she did, and she did an amazing job, and I am satisfied and I feel good, why wouldn't I make sure that your gas tank is full? Why wouldn't I make sure that you got something to eat? Why wouldn't I make sure for at least the next 24 hours that life is all right for you after you did those amazing things to me on the night prior? And then I know that if I leave a tip, she gonna come back that quicker.
Hello.
Right? The women gonna remember the nigga that gave her a little something at it. Hey, I appreciate you.
Because I mean, and it'll be your last free pussy because girls talk a lot.
Right.
A lot.
So you ain't getting no more free pussy. She done told her sister, the friend, the twins up here. We all know that guy is a brokey and he's a creep and he ain't paying nothing. He even gave her no top ramen, nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He ain't getting nothing but some dick.
Oh, man.
That ugly money.
Let's get it. I'm enjoying this right here. I mean, Business is business. Business is business.
I went to Japan. Some of the hottest Asian girls I've ever seen. And I really thought, okay, I'll buy an experience with, but 1,000 yen, that's like $30 US. So that part scared me.
Wow.
Because you too hot to be only charging 1,000. I'm talking about harajuku Barbies. Like, wow, you're beautiful.
And where was this at?
In Japan,
Okay.
in Tokyo.
Fellas, take notes. Yeah.
$30.
I think that's why a lot of people go to like Thailand. I heard.
Right.
They say the cat out there is pretty affordable.
And it's a whole lot of cats, so be careful because it might be, they call them lady boys, and they look like girls. And it's the dick down there.
Have you ever shot with a trans?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. It's
They're
fun.
amazing.
Why not? It's fun. They're people too.
It's a gorgeous cock. I'm a little confused. I got the girl up the top.
Right.
And there's a dick at the bottom. It's so
Right.
crazy. Wow.
What I shot with was not able to get her dick hard.
Well, she's gay.
Yeah. So it was like we did more of like a implied.
You should have just let her get your asshole. That's how you, because, they like, hello.
I don't know.
She's just anal.
It was like 4 of us, and we went outside, and we did more of an implied scene. It was for St. Patrick's Day. It was cute, though. We all had fun.
Yeah, they're gay men, girls.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
She can't get turned on by a girl. I don't know.
But it's very hot to have a gay man actually do get hard for real. And that's the part I like. That is power.
There it is.
That ugly money.
And they're hot. We can get our nails done together. We can switch wigs.
So I'm trying. Y'all got me speechless. So it's enjoyable for you guys.
Oh, yeah. It's hot. There's nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, no shade. I love the LGBTQ plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 community. I love them.
Right.
But there's still a dick there, so I'm not doing nothing wrong. This is right. If you want to wear my wig and my underwear, go ahead. Just give them back.
Do you charge the trans the same price that you charge the men?
We don't charge them anything because we're doing scenes with them.
What the fuck? Hold on, man. Hold on.
That ugly money. That ugly money.
Wait a minute. Now you mean to tell me that Drake can't get no free pussy? But goddamn, he, she, herbo, Harisha, goddamn gotta pay. See, this is what in the world? Hold on, that don't make no sense. I mean to tell me that a masculine man gotta pay, but the goddamn lady boy goddamn get the free ride. So if a nigga put some lipstick on in a wig, he can get that cat for free, goddamn tap out. Oh hell. Drake, on behalf of real niggas in the world, I call this blasphemous.
Motherfucker, at this point, my asshole's going, this is funny.
It's because we were doing scenes with these people.
Right.
That's all.
But I pay to play, so I've had, actually, trans costs more than a dude. Like
Actually, yeah.
they want more,
They still have that mindset where they know how to get the money.
this part.
Yeah.
There it is.
That ugly money.
Before we get out of here,
That ugly money.
you gotta let these folks know where they can find you, where they can see you, where they can experience you, where they can patronize with you, where they can spend with you, where they can love on you. Please let them folks know. Go ahead, Miss Ebony.
Okay, everything is verified except for my TikTok at the moment. So definitely it's Ebony Mystique. Just look for the verification tag for me because I have a lot of fake pages. So you could just Google, but just make sure it's verified. Onlyfans.com/Ebony_Mystique. And you could just call Ugly Money if you're trying to get to me, okay? He got the plug.
Hey, man. And Miss Alexis.
Okay. You can find me at xAlexisAndrews on Instagram. And then on Twitter, it's AlexisAndrewsX. TikTok doesn't really matter because nobody's looking at that. I'm not showing ass on there.
Right.
And of course I would fuck Drake for free. Who wouldn't?
There we go.
Drop this mic.
Drizzy made it through.
Yeah, go Aubrey.
You can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. Remember, this episode being brought to you by the Ugly Money Music Summit.